Anna, what about you? What's really going on 2024 allegedly?
Well, if I say the boot is on the neck, that's redundant because the boot has always been on the neck. It's
Mm,
just another frontier. I think back to my the grandfather, my great grandfather's generation, and those were the people that were how do you say it? They were really hard to beat down. The men had high testosterone. We still had land. We had
mhm.
gold. We had self-governance in the form of villages. And
Right.
marijuana wasn't illegal. It was an integral part of our culture still. Um, a lot of the temples are actually, the bricks are made from hemp, all of
Mm,
this. Anyway, so herbal remedies and traditional medicine was around. And we didn't really need any of the modern world. But
right.
that need, since we didn't need it, then, we were of no use. There was essentially no diplomatic solution. And those generations were essentially erased. I'm talking about famine,
Mhm.
forced slaughter of animals, forced evacuation via violence. And so here we are now. We on account of self-monitoring, self-neutering. I mean, all that leaves a mark on culture, on identity, on genetics. We carry that memory within us. And here we are. There's another assault now. They want us all in the Agenda 21, which is now Agenda 2030, maps all conglomerating in an urban environment and making every piece of natural land off limits. And those who resist, the armed wing of governments is ever present in most countries. Kick them out or enslave them via debt. So I really want to hold on to the little bit of freedom that we still have in this country, in the United States. I guess it's a leverage I've worked hard to earn, and I don't want it to be lost. But unfortunately, I think we're so comfortable here, we don't even think it could happen.
Right.
And I think we're fixing to have the carpet pulled out from under our feet. I'm hoping it won't happen, but
Yeah.
that's what I think is going on. That
It's
as
sad.
we sleep, we lose our freedoms.
Yeah. And when that carpet, if it does, or when it does be pulled under the rug, it's like, even for us that actually have a like a heads up on it, we could say, more or less. For the folks that, it's going to be hard, but imagine the folks that have no idea, or just locked in their NPC mode so much that they're gonna, like, it's gonna be a die off quick, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
And even of those of us who know, I mean, like, I'm well versed, well traveled. I'm able to settle somewhere, but then what happens when the fire is on everywhere you go? Like,
Right.
what do you do then?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, the preppers, that's a cool thing to be ready for whatever. Have your weapons, have your food, and all that. But how do you prep your mind for it? Or if you want to get metaphysical, your
Exactly. So
spirit.
Through
last
hardship.
summer,
That's
I did an experiment and I made myself dehydrated food for the summer
Mhm.
just to see, like, if I could live on it.
Yeah.
And me and my husband both did it. I think my husband handled better than me, but I had such low morale. I was just, I would even eat a junk food after a point.
Sounds like a
So,
keto diet.
I
Miserable.
mean, no, just having fresh fruit, fresh vegetable, fresh produce
Yeah.
available, for morale's sake. You don't think about it. You're like, oh, well, I have my provisions. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I just
Take it.
wanted to see, like, am I really going to be fucking fine? And there's so much nuance to it. It's just like culture. Like, when they take away a generation of your ancestors, when certain crops are lost, when practices get lost, when the essence is lost, when suddenly incest starts happening, within the culture. It's just all of these things, they leave a mark and they take something away, and we just don't have the we don't comprehend the compounded effect of how we've all maladapted to that happening to each one of us.